China has most of the rare earth metals, and even more importantly, they process almost all of them. Processed metals power modern tech, phones, electric cars, wind turbines, but most importantly, weapons and processors. America is angry. Trump wants America to be self-reliant, aka they make everything themselves, and they also really hate China. But America can't be too angry because China could just stop sending them rare earth metals. They've done it to Japan before, and they could use it as leverage against the US. So now America is trying to get rare earths any way it can, investing in US mines and recycling, cutting deals in Africa, and even eyeing Ukraine, which has a lot of rare earth deposits. And Ukraine needs weapons because they're fighting Russia, and the US needs rare earth metals, so technically both sides could benefit. And while this is happening, the EU is watching America's "is all about us" attitude and realizing, wait, they're probably not going to protect us like they used to in NATO. So Europe is now trying to build their own weapons. But the problem is, the EU has the smallest metal deposits of them all, and has no way to process them, so they're still heavily relying on China to supply the metals. But they also don't want to upset the US. So now, any country that does have metals, and isn't China, is suddenly very valuable. Australia, Canada, Brazil, Vietnam. And the funniest part is, rare earth metals aren't actually that rare, but mining them is toxic and radioactive. So developed countries like Canada and Australia, with global climate pressures dictating policy, are scared to mine the rare earth metals because of public backlash. But if they don't mine the metals, they stay dependent on China, Brazil and Vietnam, who don't really care as much. But with trade wars heating up, some countries are starting to move towards exporting, for global and political reasons. Canada is the main star in this situation, who is frustrated with US foreign policy and wants a bit of leverage back on the world stage. So right now, China is still winning the fight for the rare earth metals, but other countries are starting to catch up. And with the global trade war heating up, the race is on to see who can secure the supply the fastest.